Hello, this is question 18 on your June 2023 paper 1 from AQA. The AS paper, you have a rescue van is towing a broken down car by using a tow bar here. The van and the car are moving with a constant acceleration 0.6 meters per second squared along a straight horizontal road as shown in the diagram. The van has this mass, the car that has this mass. The van experiences a driving force of d newtons, a resistance force of R, the car a resistance force of 0.6 newtons. So I'm going to draw first all the forces acting so we don't forget anything. So the van has a driving force that way of d newtons, a resistance force. I'm going to draw it here. It doesn't matter if you draw them down or in the center. The important thing is the direction. The car, a resistance force, always against the motion, the resistance force is 0.6, and the tension in the tow bar. So in the tow bar, I have a tension for the van this way and a tension for the car this way. They are the same. The tension in the tow bar, T might be modeled in this way. So in terms of D, that is the driving force. K is a constant and we need to find K. So what we can do is, as we need an equation with T, we cannot work with both together. Remember, connected particles, we can work with both together, with one or the other. If we are talking about the tension in a bar, in a string or wherever, we need to work with them independently. So I can write an equation for the van that will look something like, so using F equals mass acceleration, the resultant force as it's moving right is going to be this one minus this one and minus this one. So resultant force for the van is going to be d minus t minus r equals the mass. The mass of the van is 2,780 times the acceleration. If I do the same for the car, the resultant force is going to be T minus 0.6 R. So always in the direction of motion, force first. This is going to be equal to the mass of the car, this one, times 0.6. So I have two equations with three unknowns. But one of the unknowns can be written in terms of the other one. So T can be written in terms of this one. The only one that we don't want at all is R. So what I'm going to do is eliminate R. So for example, making it the subject here, substitute it in the other, and then I will have a connection between D and T. And when I have that one, I'm going to compare with this one to see if I am able to find that K. So I'm going to eliminate R because I don't want R at all. So from the van, for example, because is from the van, well, it doesn't matter from which one. So I can write that R is D minus T minus this value here, which is 1,668. And then I'm going to substitute in the other one. So in the other one, I'm going to have in the car that T minus 0.6 times, instead of R, I'm going to write D minus T minus 1,668 equal to, I'm just here, so substituting R for where we make the subject in the previous question, equal to this product that is 972. And now I have an equation with T and D, and I'm going to try working out with this equation, make T the subject, and then I'm going to compare with this expression. So I'm going to expand that bracket. So I have T minus 0.6 D plus 0.6 T plus 1,000.8. I know it's a strange number, 972. So I have 1.6 T, making the just grouping things together, so simplifying these two together, and then everything in the other side, I will have 0.6 D minus 28.8. And now I'm going to divide by 1.6 to have only T. So if I divide by 1.6, I have 3/8 here, D minus 18. If you compare this with this expression, I have t equal a number d minus 18, which is precisely this expression, and that means that k is 3/8. Yeah, so I can say that k is 3/8. Yeah, so what I've done is writing an equation of motion for the van, writing an equation of motion for the car. I have eliminated r because I have to find a connection between t and d. And when I've eliminated r, just making it the subject in one of them and substituting in the other, I just work with my expression until I have t equal something else. Yeah, and I have compared with this one. This is the first part. The second part says state one assumption that must be made answering part A. So one of the things that you can say is something about the tow bar, because they haven't told you anything about the tow bar. But when we are working with a tow bar, usually we model it as a rod, an inextensible rod. So one of the things that you have assumed is that the tow bar is, for example, inextensible, yeah, or is light, it has no weight. That's one of the things that you can say, yeah. And that's all with this question.